The Parkville neighborhood of Hartford, Connecticut has become home to many creative, small businesses and entrepreneurs. With its rich history in manufacturing and American ingenuity, the area has become a unique backdrop for a burgeoning and eclectic music scene. On the Parkville Sessions, we explore the neighborhood with touring musicians, experiencing the local flavors and culture along the way. I'm Rosanna Kay, and this is the Parkville Sessions, where live music meets Hartford history. Connecticut-based electropop duo, the Telle, explores Hartford's Parkville neighborhood and shows off their colorful, futuristic live performance. Then, they find a new look at Hartford Denim Company by exploring the local fashion with co-owners Luke and Dave.
So I'm gonna go out, time to get down. Chances that we take, how's it gonna play out, way out? I'm moving to the west coast, in my head it feels right. The daylight, games I wanna play, no, it doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't matter.
High five stick.
That was fun.
This is the Telle, Gabby and Tim.
We've been together for what, 3 years making music about?
It's been about 3 years. I think, I guess April 2015, I think we started getting together to make some music. And we met at a theater in Bridgeport. She was doing a performance and just went up to her after the show and I was like, hey, we should like make some music sometime. And I think that was probably about 4 or 5 months before we actually got together, which is probably a good Connecticut lull before you start working together. Anyway, so yeah, we've been making music together. We do this band. We also do production work for other artists, and we play in a couple other groups. And Gab herself plays in many other groups on the side, and she DJs, and you know, it's a business. We got hands in everything.
So mostly electronic music, right?
Oh yeah, all electronic music. We do a lot of like our production first. We actually didn't play our first live show until about a year ago. So we were just 2 years of like writing music, producing, listening to different things that we really liked, going to see shows, and checking out like how we would really want to present this music, because we both really like to play music, and we didn't want to just like, push play on the track, sing along, really like, or even just like to DJ our own music that was not serving our, artist side of like the performing side of, at least for me, as well as I know Tim was performing for a while before that. So it's like,
we basically saw Disclosure and we're like, that's what we want to do.
That's it.
Done.
They're super amazing, talented musicians, but also like performers live, and like it's so, I don't know, you gravitate towards that, I think. And so we created the little baffles, and we made our light show, which all syncs, which Tim actually did all the syncing with this program called Beze to our music.
Wow, that's really fun, really cool. So you guys are based out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, correct?
Yep.
And you went to Hart school?
I went to the Hart school.
So that's how you are involved in the Hartford area, Hartford scene?
I loved going to the Hart school. I met so many people that I'm still like lifelong friends with. I even met people after I left Hartford that now I'm friends with. So it's a really amazing community.
And then what about you? Where did you get your training experience?
I went to Western Connecticut in Danbury, and then I have been living in Bridgeport for a while now, and Bridgeport itself has kind of this, like, especially where I live in downtown, it has this like flourishing art and music community. There's just a ton of talented people doing all sorts of, different, artistic pursuits, designers, painters, sculptors, fabric artists, and musicians. There's a really healthy community of musicians that live in the area. I mean, it's a small city, just like Hartford. And yeah, I mean, I think both places have equally amazing Jamaican food, and
important.
Yeah,
very
important. So I can understand, the good things that are happening here with the community, because I get to see it myself in Bridgeport, and you rally behind people who are putting efforts in and trying to like take risks and take the city with them, or are willing to essentially put the city on the map in a way, and at the same time you hope that the city is kind of lifting them on their shoulders.
For sure.
So I think we definitely see that here in Hartford as well.
So you guys are performing a lot, making music a lot, transforming your music a lot. Where is your music gonna go? Any idea for the future?
Well, I think for now, we've been honing our live show. We've been really enjoying doing live shows. We want to take it a little further out. We've done some great shows in Connecticut and in New York City, and we want to see how far that will expand. You know, just I think for us, reaching an audience on the internet as well as reaching the audience in person. We hope to just keep making music, keep getting more creative, and keeping inspired.
King size high, cause I'm lying above you in my shiny glass balloon. Looking at me with your big eyes, big eyes, big eyes. Deja vu got spying. All you see is red, cause I'm maroon. So hurt me with your big eyes, big eyes, big eyes. Everybody knows my name. Bright lights never let you walk away. I play on your desire. Ooh, it feels right. So what do you say? Size high, cause I'm lying. You in my shiny glass balloon. Happy with your big eyes, big eyes, big eyes. Deja vu got spying. All you see is red, cause I'm maroon. So happy with your big eyes, big eyes, big eyes. Everybody feels right. Feels right. Everybody desire. Everybody knows what I mean. Everybody knows what I play on your desire. Everybody knows what on your desire. And it feels right. So what do you say?
Here with the Hard Co Boys. You guys have a pretty impressive reputation across Connecticut, but especially in Hartford. As soon as you look at one of your products, you know it's going to last you a long time. And so you can know and you feel confident about buying something that it'll last you forever. And I feel like you can't do that in a lot of places. So to come to Hartford Denim and say, I'm going to buy something and I know it's going to last me forever.
I mean, when we first set out, it was like Dave was a carpenter. I was doing landscape. Marshall, he gets down and dirty. It was his expertise was more in mechanics, but I mean the fact remains that we kind of all like skateboarding and being outdoors.
Yeah.
And we were hard on our clothes, and it was actually just a desire for something that was super rugged that we got into it.
I always find it so amazing how small Hartford is, but even when you go to downtown, which is like 2 miles away, it feels like you're in a completely different place. Or
Yeah,
you're in
absolutely.
Parkville and you go 2 blocks down to the West End and it feels like you're,
Right.
you know what I mean, like in a whole different city.
And it's certainly, it was clear after we did a little bit of searching that this was the neighborhood we had to be in if we were going to pursue this type of activity.
Yeah.
Just because this is where the cool old buildings were that were going to allow us to do that.
I think it takes building owners and landlords also that want to see the same
Cooperate, yeah.
end results, and I think we're very blessed to have that in this neighborhood.
Absolutely.
A lot of the key major properties are very much focused on helping people start businesses, continue their businesses, help grow the businesses. We wouldn't be where we are without the help of a number of different landlords in this
Yeah,
neighborhood.
I mean, even for you guys, you basically moved across the street a year and a
Right.
half ago, right? So you must have had a supportive.
Been at 3 buildings on this street so far.
Oh wow.
If the landlords weren't flexible and they weren't like ready to invest into us, like we wouldn't have been able to grow to where we're at. And I think that there's a number of businesses that we know of, people that we're associated with, that have been able to exist purely because there's a little bit of a leap of faith on the landlord's end, and I think that that's a really rare thing to have. I mean, we would love to see all these big buildings fill up with more small startups like we were, and we would like to grow into the point where we could sustain 10 or 12 employees and their families. And you know, maybe it would be great to grow bigger, but we like to try and set reasonable goals. So for now, that's kind of the hope. And you know, as long as we can make a little bit of a dent into the community, that's good enough. In the meantime, we're just gonna keep picking up the trash and mowing the lawns and try and get it looking as nice as our corner can look. I think that because this area didn't get the attention that downtown got in the 70s, we have a lot of the older buildings
For sure.
left, and it's construction details like that definitely inspire us and carry over into our clothing.
I'm sure the people that worked in these buildings would have worn your clothing.
Yeah, and I
if
think
it
that's
existed
definitely
back
an
then.
inspiration as
Yeah.
well. Just the history of the industry of this neighborhood and the city itself
Yeah.
has always been a kind of a driving force for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to see a brand that stays so authentic and true to that too. It's really awesome to watch and
Not
see.
easy.
I can't even imagine. Yeah, definitely
But
not easy.
For us, it's the only, we don't know
The only way,
anything really
yeah.
else besides that, so.
So talking about Parkville and the art scene and the art community here, how does the music scene directly affect you guys, if at all?
It's certainly brought a lot more action to the neighborhood and interest, and it's really changed. I mean, when we were first here, we were the only people on the street that really thought like the Spaghetti Warehouse building was cool,
Right.
or like, you know, any of the stuff that we're all here and we're attracted to. These great spaces, there was no one there to occupy it. So having something that would bring people to the neighborhood was key in seeing the neighborhood actually activate. And just the amount that it's changed since those early days, it's really remarkable, and I mean, sometimes you have to pinch yourself and was it really like that? Is it really happening now?
Sure.
Like, you don't notice it happening when it,
And then it's just
and then
there.
all of a sudden it's a completely different reality.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the music has everything to do with that.
Yeah.
You don't need to hear it more than twice, only once, and then you're being nice. You don't have to see the show, 'cause you read the book to know, but I go. You don't hear the difference in my tone. You don't get how I could feel alone, but I live inside the gray. I need to hear it every day. Oh, oh, say, 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 say. Say, 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 say it again. Say, 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 yeah. Say, 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 say. Oh, 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 oh. Say, 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 say. Say, 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 say it again. Say, say, yeah. Say, 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 say. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. With a friend, drinking at the bar, brought me down, from living in the stars. Reminded me that I was right when you were out of sight, 'cause I heard it again. Well, you don't call
To tell me all the time
you don't know, you don't know.
it's really on my mind.
You're the kind of person who, well, doesn't need another voice to see it through. But I need to know. Say, 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 say. Say, 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 say it again. Ooh.
Say, say, say it again. Say, 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 say.
Say, say, yo, whoa, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. Oh, say,
Say, say, say, say.
say, 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 na, 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 na. Say, 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 say it